Welcome to the show. It's a flat Tuesday, everybody. It's Chris Denman live in St. Louis with B-Phlat in Philadelphia. It's going to be a wild one tonight. We have a very special guest. Guy Torry joins the show. Keys dancing in the studio. You know how
Go King. Don't hurt him. Everybody got the show
it's going to be a great show. Got a great feature. Bee's dancing. If you want to keep her dancing, you can cash app her. Money sign B-Phlat. That's how it works. Welcome to Tighten Up Tuesday. Leave your comments. Get the shares going. Whew, gonna be a big one. Bee's not slowing down either. What do you guys think about this? Let us know in the comments. Man.
Because, Chris, before we can even get this show started at 8:30, Miguel, he cashed apps at 8:20 every week.
They keep you running.
So I gotta always,
That's what they keep you running. That's why you've got the nice plants. You got the new computer. You were able to get a shower in, a haircut today.
All of that.
The fans look out for you.
Oh, I got my baby hair laid down right here.
Super fly.
Because today is Flat Tuesday.
Happy Flat Tuesday.
Thank you. We partying, Chris. It's going to be off the chain. I'm so excited about this show. You know what, Chris? Just go on and do it. Just go on and do it before we go anything. Just go on and stay on the screen. Introduce my man, please.
Oh my gosh, comedian, actor extraordinaire. Right now, he's been so busy doing the junket for his great documentary. I've watched it myself. I'm about to watch it a second time through. 3 episodes up on Amazon Prime right now. That's Fat Tuesdaze, the documentary. That's Guy Torry. He's from St. Louis. He's in LA. Guy, welcome to Tighten Up Tuesday, man.
Yes, Guy Torry in the place to be got kicked out of Trump University. What up?
What's up? Dope stuff. So, Chris, you don't know how much this guy has moved his shit all around today to be on the show. And it was so funny because I was not expecting it. I was like, give me a date. And he's like, yo, B, ain't I on your show Tuesday? Because I think I double booked myself. And I was all like,
I did.
You did double book yourself.
I had to bump Earthquake for this. Because I was supposed to do Earthquake show earlier in the day, and they had to change times, and it conflicted with this. And, you know, 2 great comedians, it's like, man, B-Phlat, Earthquake, but I committed to B-Phlat first, and ladies first anyway, so I'm on this show, and I'll do Earthquake show next week.
I was going to say, B, I think Earthquake's getting enough shine with his Dave Chappelle produced special that came out yesterday.
Man, he's so funny.
So good.
He's so funny.
You know what? Everybody is
so
getting
good.
Their shine. I just feel like in this era, like right now, this movement that's happening for everybody, like David Arnold, you, Earthquake, Miss Pat, Gina, me, my podcast, being affiliated with my NAACP.
Kym Whitley and Sherri Shepherd with the image. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody is like everybody's time to shine. So, you know, I always thank my Picassos and everybody that voted for NAACP Image Award. Even though my manager didn't win, she lost wilding out. But it's okay because she's still excited about her show even being nominated for. That was what was the name of that show?
I feel a small victory with Wildin' Out winning, and we'll talk about that later on in the show. You'll see why I feel a residual win with that.
I was going to say,
I just wanted my manager's show to win because Sweet
Of
Life
course.
Los
Of
Angeles
course.
was up to that.
there's some seed watering that Guy can take credit for that. So we'll hear about that.
Well, I'll smoke to that.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that.
You know, I gotta always give a quick shout out to my soror. Sounds
Guy Torry, everybody.
What is that you drinking out of?
Tequila.
Oh, that is dope. See, that's that.
You got to ring the bell. Whenever you drink this, you got to ring the bell.
Oh, that's dope.
It's like the Pope is coming or something.
I like that. That's that rich shit right there. One day I might get my
No.
husband.
No. No, it's not rich stuff. When
It's
I
a
was broke, I was
swag.
drinking it.
It was a swag
It's
gift.
yeah.
There you go. See.
Yeah, no,
That's every.
no, it's not. It's not a gift. I wish it was a gift. I paid for it, but
Oh.
yeah.
You know what? Let me see. Who else? Well, I already gave my shout out to my man Miguel. Of course, I got to give a shout out to Frances Woodard. Andy, can we throw up the picture? She bought Aunt McCall's paintings. Aunt was featured on the show a couple weeks ago. And this lady, I think she's in Chicago, she bought 2 of his pieces and they are dope. So I want to give her a shout out and let people see that his shit is moving thanks to Tighten Up Tuesday.
Good.
I don't know what Andy is doing.
You know, it gets a little weird behind the scenes back here.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's Miss.
Go.
Well, I might as well give Miss Candace. That's the reef lady. If you see my girl in NYC, make sure you get the reefs. I wanted y'all to see her picture. I forgot to put it up last week, but that's Candace Perry. So I had to give a shout out to my girl Candace.
Nice. Nice.
Now those.
Oh, look at that art.
They are so dope. He is such an amazing artist. He's here in Philadelphia, actually not too far from my house. So she bought 2 of his paintings, and as you can see, she already put them up. It probably ain't even been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But
right.
They are so. He's an amazing artist.
They look great too. It goes with her style. It goes with the. I'm looking at the other furniture and the other pieces, and they all tie in. She got some style.
See, the thing is, when he featured, he sat in front of all of his artwork. So all his shit was back there, and people were like asking about it in the DM, and I mean not in the DM, in the chats, and just hitting him up saying, "Oh, what piece is that?" And he was explaining everything. So right then and there, people were like, "Oh, I want to buy that one. Is that piece for sale?" Because he has some amazing shit, and he does.
Well,
go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I got a little art in me too. We'll find out about that later. And I did go to Visual and Performing Arts High School in St. Louis, so I did go to a performing arts school and visual arts school.
Yes. You was made. Okay, in high school you had a little minor. Your shit was finger painting.
No.
People use that performing arts school for finger painting by number.
It was finger painting, but it was on women.
Oh, well.
There it is. Guy Torry, everybody.
Yes, I had all my fingers painting on. I was the first one to paint naked art.
You probably was.
I was the first one.
A visionary.
Yeah, they thought I was Helen Keller. Because I closed my eyes and was just like I would feel the body wherever the paint wanted to go.
You can't get away
and
with that
I called
now.
it the Helen Keller technique.
You can't get away with that nowadays.
If it's consensual.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what all of them say. And that's why they be on trial.
Well, you are in Philly.
Let me see. Oh, y'all know my Frugal Flip is coming up this weekend at Kaya's house, and I actually did a live from her house this past Saturday. I went over there to just kind of do a last walkthrough, an assessment. So I'm definitely giving a shout out one more time to Akila. Y'all know that's the mom of Ethan. And my man, what's the little one's name? The 2 little ones, the twins, the 2 cute boys.
You say it every week, and I can't.
Ethan and Spencer.
Of course. Ethan and
Their
Spencer.
mom donated money for our Frugal Flip for us to get food and stuff. So I do want to thank everybody that's been doing that thus far for different portions. I've been getting donations. Y'all know how y'all be cash apping me and I hook it up. And I put it towards the things that I need. So I just wanted to make sure I gave her a shout out again because she was the first person to even announce that. And that was like months ago when I said I was doing it. And she was like, boom, here's some money for some food. So I still got your money, girlfriend. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I smoked a piece of it up, but that's because
Guy, you know B really well. She marked that down 1,000%. She marked down, bought a joint in the spreadsheet too.
Look, the funny thing is, I be putting it on little papers like this. You see, there be saying miscellaneous, so I know where the funds go.
Well, you worse than my mom.
Oh, don't get me talking about your mama. You know I love your mama because your mama is the only mama that can check my stepmama. Mom, my stepmama Linda Ross is a piece of work and always trying to run it.
Yeah.
But your mama run it. Your mama run the church and my stepmama run around in it. Yeah.
She also runs her mouth.
Yeah. Like my stepmama, that's why they don't get along, but they get along. They work well together in the church,
Right.
but they not friends.
Right. What? They fell out? They used to be real good friends.
Yes, but I think once Linda started having her, the last episode I saw was at the father. What was that thing that they do when the fathers cook at the church? When the fathers cook.
Oh yeah, right.
And Father Bob, and then Linda was up trying to run something. Your mama checked her and was like, "This is for the men to run. You get out the kitchen." And it was just, they ain't as tight as they used to be because my stepmom is hard to work with. She's a piece of work. So anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Team Torry 1, Team Ross 0.
Team Ross, you right. Team Ross 0. I'm gonna give Rebecca her check. She got it. Let me see. We still in the early part. All right, before I move on to my flash rags, I want to show what came in the mail from my soror, Cicely. Shout out to Cicely in Arkansas. She sent me this.
Oh, nice.
Holy cow.
She made me that. I'm going to put it up close so people can see it. Hopefully it's
nice.
She's on a roll with her 20th episode. So it's like a glass.
That is dope,
really heavy. Yes, and it has it's like a rose colored toned copper. See that? Charger behind it. So that's the color.
The hair on that looks better than your own hair that you have right now.
I know. I knew you was gonna say that shit, and it actually does. I ain't even mad at it. You know what? I ain't got that damn much hair, so it used to look like that at one point.
You got some Jimmy Neutron shit going on right there.
I don't know what the fuck. Menopause got me all messed up. God, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I'm going through it with a great thing though. That's why I got the flash rags. You see these? They say flash life, 2 hits to the neck. And then the other one is, that's right. This one says the Drape Diva. The Drip Diva. Ah. Yeah, draped in the drip. My blue one is dirty. The blue one says swagged in the sweat.
You get those at buyjack.com. Buyjack.com/B-Phlat.
As a matter of fact, while we're talking about them, go ahead and throw my girls up. My girl Sean Ellen, I had to throw her up. She bought her flash rags. And if people were checking out my Instagram and Facebook today, I've been posting all the flash rag people. So there she is working at BNCC Fitness with her flash rag.
For the people who may be watching this for the first time, explain the flash rag.
So when I have hot flashes, right, I used to have a little rag in the early show, and I would just be going, and Sherri, you'd be like, "Oh, you have flash?" I'd be like, "Yep," because she'd be like, "Take something for that," and I'd be like, "I am taking the 2 hits to the neck." Like this. So everybody kept saying, she's like, "Girl, you need to get some flash rags." And I was like, okay, right. So then I just started coming up with like these really cool sayings to put on the towels. So I have a set of 3 that you can get for $25 at BuyJack. Now the irony is everybody's buying them. And they're not just using them for hot flash. If they take them to the gym, guys are getting them. So I've been posting people's different photos. Like every time they get the flash rags, they send me the photos.
They got to post
like, yeah, like so they're mostly like at the gym or working out or somewhere in the kitchen looking hot, Christmas cooking, shit like that. So I love it. So I always show a flash rag photos for however many I get that week. So shout out
Sounding
to
like
Sean.
A new penny.
Hey, real quick, B.
Sounding like Ricardo Tubbs from Miami Vice.
I was waiting for that. I was hoping for a Miami Vice reference tonight. And Guy, you paid off. Thank you. We've got a few comments real quick. Heather says B and Sherri are hilarious together, obviously. Cicely, very happy to do that for you. Cicely did a great job on that plate. Lauren, we agree. You need some flash rags for the gym. All kinds of people talking about that. Launer likes them. Monica's checking in. Miss 007's checking in. Quincy loves Cicely's work. Lakeisha saying hello as well. I need to know, Kym or Sherri going to that comedy thing on March 16th. Lakeisha, I don't know. Check Sherri's Instagram. She's keeping it up to date. Take it away, B.
All right. Well, with that being said, before I jump into my card that I like to read from Maya, I want people to know that if you want to feature on the show and refeature. Because, we have a new format where we're showing all the pictures like one-on-one and we're interviewing the people live. So if you missed out on that opportunity, or if you feel as though you want to refeature, you have some stuff you want to show us, you can resubmit it to Frugal Flip. But remember, there are some restrictions because we ran into a little glitch last week. So number one, if you're sending us a video that you want us to play, make sure it has no music, so that we don't have any copyright issues. And we can't have anything that you may have remade over like a brand logo. So like, boots,
That's cheating.
like that. I'm serious, because we can't be running into copyright issues like we did last week. So make sure it's your original stuff. And if you're using music, we're going to have to mute it because we can't have that issue. And secondly, don't forget to put in the subject line that you want to feature. Make sure you tell me a little something about yourself, why you're doing these projects, or whatever it is that you do. And also send like 10 really good photos so that we can upload them. And y'all know how to showroll. And then be ready in like a good, nice area that's quiet, nice lighting, and no noise. You know how we don't need no drama. Like I say every week, if you're in your bedroom, make sure your bed is made. So other than that, I just want to say, please, I would love to see some of my features who were early on in the show re-feature, because they had some dope stuff that was like on small screen and we didn't get an opportunity to see them live. So now that we're featuring people live and they can explain their own projects, I really want people to do that. So y'all know where to send it to, frugalflip@gmail.com. Not Frugal Phillip.
Frugal Phillip's a bad man. Stay away from that dude. We don't want to mess with it. If I get one more nasty message, Frugal Flip, people. Frugal Phillip's not having it.
Let me read my card for today, and we'll keep it moving.
Can Guy submit again? Can Guy come back as a feature?
Possibly. We'll talk about that when we get to what he showed. If people don't like the shit he's showing, they might say, "Girl, don't have his ass back on the show," because we get all kind of comments. I don't say all the stuff that people be saying to me, like, "Ooh, don't have her back
Say
on the
it.
show. Ooh, she was a hot ass mess," because it was only one person, so everybody know who it is. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just kidding.
What do you mean, B? Come on.
I'm just talking shit, guys.
Oh.
Don't pay no attention to me. I am a comedian and an asshole at heart. I love it.
But you're a bleached asshole. At least you're a bleached asshole.
All right. See? All right, let me read Maya's card. And for those of you that are watching for the first time, I love my feature, Maya Bean. She was on it. She did amazing things with her project. She has these oracle cards that are amazing. I read them every day. I'm actually already on the flip through the deck once and flipped it over, shuffle the cards up. So now I'm starting over. So this card says magic carpet. Y'all know I better put this is when I'm 52. This is when I'm 32.
Drugstore reading glasses?
Yes. Float in the wind. Travel the world far and wide and move freely. Feel the wind moving below you as you ride it higher and higher. Take the needed time and space to experience more of life. Magic carpet. Thank you, Maya. So we always try to start the show off with something positive like that. And since it's women's
good reading.
history, thank you. They dope. I always try to.
Fantasia could have done any better than you.
You know what? People say they like my voice. I got like that airplane voice. Can you please buckle up your seatbelt, sir? We're about to crash.
You do.
I got that nice airplane voice, make you feel soothing.
You like an octave above that one lady with the. Why you please watch your voice? You almost there.
I knew he was gonna go there. That's why I don't talk to nobody in the morning, because I sound like Nate Dogg in Barry White.
Right.
And
hold up.
No, hold up. That's see, your voice ain't even. You can't even go that deep.
I just straightened up when you did that. I sat up straight. I was like, okay.
I know, right? Man.
That's why my mama made me sing Barry White songs when I was coming up as a kid.
Man.
All the time. All the time. That's why I don't listen to no Barry White, because it's just tragic. It's PTSD. All right, let me read since, like I said, in honor of Women's History Month and Flat Tuesdays, and we have Guy here from Fat Tuesdays, but today is Flat Tuesdays, at
Of
least for this
course.
hour, for this
Only
segment.
you, only B could do that. A
That's
once in a
right.
lifetime
No,
documentary.
because Quincy hit me up in the DM. He said today is Flat Tuesdays. Quincy came up with my Picasso. So everybody that's a fan of this show and people that create things and all that, they're called Picassos. Courtesy of Quincy, and he live in the Lou. See, that should tell you something about us, Chris. Look, you, me, Quincy guy, creatives. St. Louis is some dope ass people.
I think the second half of the show should just be St. Louis talk, and we'll see how many listeners we can lose.
Oh, you want everybody to get off the show? Oh, look, guys, look! You see, I got my first. Look at the St. Louis. I know you see the Missouri plates.
I see. I got
That's
a bunch
my-
of them. Yes, yeah.
So, okay.
Represent the Lou.
Let me read about my DYK today. And I thank all the people that have been submitting information that just makes my life much easier. So although I looked this submission up myself because we've been doing a lot of men, and in honor of, like I said, the first day of Women's History Month, I wanted to do a woman. So today, and actually I didn't get to read through it like I normally would, so bear with me. I'm going to pick out a few things. But today we are honoring inventor Marjorie Stewart Joyner, who invented the permanent waving machine. And now she's a hairdresser. So if we can throw that picture up, I'm going to try to explain to the people what we're looking at. In 1928, Joyner created and patented her famous invention, the permanent wave machine. It was a new way to curl hair that lasted for days. The invention was inspired by the pins, which are actually clothespins. If people can see that they're hanging down, dangling. The invention was inspired by pins Joyner used when making pot roasts that heated the meat from the inside. Her inventions consisted of 16 rods connected to an electric cord inside of a drying hood. A client would sit in the hood for a certain period to set in the curls. Later, she also invented a scalp protector to make the process less painful. Despite the popularity of her invention among Black and white women, Joyner never saw any profit from the invention as the rights were owned by Madam C.J. Walker's company. And you know where your girl is from. So yeah, she invented the thing, and it would spin around in the heat. Like it literally, when I looked at it, it's literally clothespins, and they would curl your hair up in the clothespin, and then it would spin around, and then once it stopped, then it would like dry it and set it, and then it was like kind of like how women do the pins, you know, when they pin their hair and then put the little clip on it. So she invented that, and Madam C.J. Walker claimed that on her.
Gangster.
Oh, God.
Straight G thinged her.
Yeah, so shout out to her. And I'm sorry, Miss Marjorie, that you didn't get any profits for that, but I'm letting you know we appreciate you, sister. Thank you for inventing that contraption, because that's what the hell it looked like.
You think she's watching?
She might be, depending on where she at. I don't know if you down below. Your eyes might be burnt out, but I don't know.
I like that. Huh, there you go.
There you have it. All right, so now that we're moving on to the frugal flip. Everybody, if you're watching and you're new to Tighten Up Tuesdays, I will be doing my second frugal flip of Kaya Thompson's closet. It's actually a bedroom that she turned into a basement. So this past week when we went shopping, got all the fabric that we need to hang, everything to do the treatments for the window, all for $42 at Jomar. And if you live in Philadelphia, yes, and I'm talking about, we got 16 yards of material. 1 yard was like $2 a yard, but the yards, they're like they're almost 6 feet wide. They're like those long rolls like this, like that are arm length. So we racked up on material and spent $42.
Now, you know, in downtown LA, they would have cost us $12.
I know, but see, at if I would have went to like a place like Michael's or Joann's Fabric,
Right.
all that fabric would have cost us
Yeah. Yeah.
hundreds of dollars, hands
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because in Clarksville, we spent like $80, 65 to $80 on just a few pieces of fabric just for pillows. But this is just to hang sheets as a cover. So we only spent $42. I was like, yes.
That's
and it
pretty
was
dope.
funky. Oh, when I went up in there, I was like, what the hell going on in here? It smelled like an old folks home. You know the one when you walk in, they be like, "Oh, you my grandchild? You my grandchild?" Okay, one of those in St. Louis. I'm sorry, my grandma lived in one of them, and that's what it smelled like when I walked in there.
No,
I was like, "Oh, I see why it smelled like that," because everybody that worked in there was old. All right, moving on.
We gotta. Hey, before we jump into fruit,
in there, so I don't care. I had to go far and wide to get the cheap. What I got to do. So if I got to get. All we got to do is throw that fabric in the dryer with some dryer
bounce
sheets, it up.
Yeah,
and freshen it up. So I got to go far and wide to get what I got to do. What I got to do. So with that being said, we have spent a total of $160 on this flip, and we are done. We don't have to get nothing else. So she got a new carpet. She had a gift certificate for that. We have everything that we need. So with that being said, let me just kind of give y'all a recap and let me show you what we're going to be doing. And then I'll show Guy a few things I have down here. So, I'm ready, Andy, for the frugal flip picture. Yes. There
she's
you go.
confused on who's working tonight.
I know, because I'm so used to
Key's here too.
And Key, I know, but I'm used to Grace. I'm sorry, I'm used to Grace, but don't mind me. Everyone saw this initial picture, and my initial goal was to cut the legs off, mount it to the wall. After being over there Saturday, that's not going to happen. That piece of furniture is heavy as hell. And then the way her studs are in the wall, it won't work. It just won't work. That thing weighs about at least 50 pounds by itself without that shit on it. I was like, this thing is heavy.
Yeah, it's broken down. That look like Sanford and Son right there, man. I'm
that's why she come. I said to her, I was like, everything in here is an assault on all my senses. This room is fucking me up.
It looked like that little drawer that Fred Sanford used to get his glasses out of. Or the 50,000 glasses. That's what that thing. Yeah, that needs to be flipped for sure.
It's flipped. It's getting flipped. So she cleaned it out, pulled up the carpet,
Woo!
And there's
wow.
And little circle things that I'm going to draw a circle with the wall in gold lame because we're not painting her walls. So I brought my pot lids over and all the different things, and I showed you all. And I have that stool right in front of that vanity table because I'm raising that vanity table by 8 inches so that she can sit under it.
Okay.
So I have to cut the wood. That's the project I'm going to be showing between now and like Friday, because I have to be here in my house cutting wood chunks that I have to raise that table. And I'm actually going to spray paint them. So next time you see it, it's going to be up. And then you'll see the circles on the wall. So, and then I'm using that plywood that's on the side to make shelves. So I said all the stuff that I want, that I need, we're going to pull it out and bring it into the room. So I'm having my saw over there, cutting that board and getting us some shelves because we brought L brackets. We bought like 12 L brackets.
Those pot lids, are they working pots? Like you still use those to cook?
Oh no, I just use them for painting.
Your flip.
Yeah, I just use it for painting.
Okay.
Man, just for junk shit. One of them is broken, but it's easy to hold because of the knob, so I can just place it on the wall and trace my circle. Yeah, so
I didn't want to come over for a pot of greens and paint chips all in my greens. That's all.
I don't even cook no shit that big. I don't even know why I had a pot lid that big. That's probably why I'm using it on the wall. So
what? That's the pot I use the most.
No, it's just the two of us, and you know how we eat. We're pescatarian, so I cook small meals.
I'm a vegetarian.
You a vegetarian. I'm a pescatarian. Next picture before you start cutting up. So what you're looking at is
another NFT. Another NFT.
This is my little rendition of how I have to do her Barbie doll. So she has a vintage black Barbie doll collection, which we are wrapping in ribbon that color and hanging on the wall with a nail. We're going to tie a bow at the top and hang them on the nails. So I have to move it over a little to allow Thank you. I have to allow for the space when her doors open. I don't want the doors to hit the Barbies. So she has 20 Barbies. We're displaying like that many on the wall. And then the rest I'm going to put on a shelf above her entry door. So the mirror that she has, it's actually an octagon. But I ain't had time to be drawing all that. I just put it in the middle of that frame because she has a golden wooden frame that I'm going to use as like a floating shelf concept. So those white little pieces on the wall represent white wooden shelves, which will be mounted on a gold frame. And then I am going to paint the yellow just on the front drawers, because we bought yellow knobs, gold brushed colored knobs and stuff. But it's going to take me a minute to do the circles on the wall in the different sizes, and then let that dry. And then we're going to start hanging the Barbie. So we're going to do all the maintenance and all of the cleanup and all that stuff Saturday, and all the decorating Sunday. So the next photo shows that area in the corner where I'm going to do her wig display. I'm mounting all 3 of them on little small shelves up the side of the window, and I'm going to spray paint those pink wig stands white and put the wigs, the 3 on that wall, because she has really cool hats, vintage hats that go on the top of them. So once I display them and decorate them, you'll be able to focus on the hat and not not necessarily the wig, because I'm going to really brush them up, make them look nice. But I'm frosting that glass stand mirror. Huh?
Are you going to keep that fire extinguisher right there?
Oh, no. I'm moving that. Actually, go show the next picture.
How else are you going to stay safe, guy? Come on.
So we're taking that fire
right there, though.
We've already taken that down, actually. I took that down when I was over there, because we're putting up the 2 sconces that I have for her. If you see that
sconces.
Yes. If you see that little wood frame that's around the mirror, that is what I'm putting on the wall first. On the other side of it, it's gold. And then I'm going to spray paint the brackets gold so that they can match, so it looks like the shelves are floating. Because we got the L brackets for $1 at Home Depot, and they're white. So I want them to be gold. And I don't want to, I don't want the white things on the gold. So anyway, Kaya already had puck lighting. Once we started digging through our stuff, she had a whole box of puck lights that you just stick on and press. I was like, girl, we ain't got to buy no puck lighting. You got them already. So I'm actually just flip to the next picture and I'll show you what we're doing. So I'm painting the radiator white, and I'm doing the gold circles and geometrics on that. And then I'm going to put a little bar cart that we're making out of a antique table she has right next to that. That white box represents a white ottoman that she's using, because in her living room, she has a lot of nice furniture in her living room. So she's just going to put the ottoman there, because she either had to get a chair or a rug with her budget. So she opted for the rug. So she bought gold on Amazon through my affiliate. I have an
Amazon,
affiliate.
Yay.
Yeah, she bought them, and they're only like $6.98, so she can cover some pillows that she already has. So those little black squiggly lines kind of represent where I'm going to put the wigs on the wall.
Oh, got it.
And then the 2 white. Yeah, I just drew it with my finger.
It's an interesting wig.
Wow.
Peach color panel
from the homeless collection.
I ain't listening to your ass. The peach color panel represents fabric that we're gonna weave through her blinds, 6 inches wide.
Really?
Just to give it a little pop. And then I'm doing her 2 sunglass holders. You didn't get. Mine's mounted on the wall already. I make these little cool sunglass holders where you can just hang your glasses right on them. So she needs 2 for the amount of glasses that she has. And then she has vases that we're going to spray paint, and some flowers and stuff we're going to flip. So that little corner is going to kind of look like that. So the next photos we're going to go through really quick, because it's just showing the stuff that I'm going to flip. We're painting that dresser white, taking all the knobs off. We're doing a hodgepodge of different knobs, and they're going to be gold. And she's just using jewelry and purses and things like that. And then the next photo is an antique entry table we're using for her bar table. I'm going to take the leaflets off both sides, cut them in half, and that's what I'm using to make the shelves that go up on the mirror, around the mirror, because we don't need the leaflets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm going to leave that table just as it is. I'm going to add a bar, like a glass wine rack underneath it, so she can hang wine glasses and stuff. And the
You can
next
get those at
photo,
IKEA or Amazon.
I'm giving her the one that's in my house that I don't use. Shit, I'm taking it right down from under my cabinet, and we gonna spray paint.
Okay.
We take
Okay.
donations. So these are vases that we're gonna use and spray paint and do different designs on. The stuff she just has in her basement we're going to use. And the next photo are two of my inspirations for the gold and stuff like that. So those are two paintings. She doesn't have a lot of wall space in that room, so I'm getting those two paintings up, and that's just about it. And I think that's it on. Oh, and those are the pillows that she ordered on Amazon to cover a couple pillows that she has.
You know what? I have some like that, but they're copper. I know those pillowcases very well.
What? They're copper.
The pillow? Copper well, I have some. I have those same ones, but I bought copper. The copper ones. Yeah.
Copper color. Okay. Well, they only cost $6. They're covered. They're covers.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I was like. I was like, we
could
make something.
That's what I did.
Okay. But I was like, shit, for $6 you could buy them. That's in your budget.
And,
so
and it's good quality too.
They look like it, and I like the fact that they look kind of velvety. So these are the sconces that I did put this on there, but now I need to finish touching them up that I'm making to hang. So I just need to touch up some space, and they're made out of tuna cans and salsa lid.
What? Wow.
This is a salsa lid and a lid, and this is flooring. I'm always working with leftover pieces of flooring from my frugal flip, and these are just little tuna can lids. And then I put the candles on the inside. So I just need to finish those because they'll be. I need to seal them. So I was going to let people know that I'm using this. This will be my first time using the Mod Podge because it's going to be shiny. I normally seal things to make them flat. So, guys, this is one I made for my own office. This was the first one that I made. I wanted to show it to you. And it's made of, this is a biscuit lid. You know, you take the biscuit lid cap off,
Hungry
and it
Jack.
be the little sip.
Hungry
Yeah,
Jack.
well, these the Aldi biscuits that's cost 99 cents. They little. That's what that is.
Hey, B, real quick. I don't know if Dennis is downloading a movie or what. We've got some... your connection's not so great.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
That can't be.
I don't know.
Because I'm hardwired.
Well, maybe it's just catching up. I don't know. Just a heads up. It looks like it's clearing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it acting up?
If you have to jump out and jump back in.
On.
My husband isn't even here. He's at his session.
Did you pay your bill?
Well, we wouldn't be on this shit if I ain't paid it. Or do they? Wait a minute. Do they make your shit run slower if it's late?
I'm being stupid.
Right? Yeah.
They're like,
yes, they do. Verizon does that with your
phone.
No. Your data slows down.
Oh no, I shouldn't be having no drama.
Well,
with
here,
this.
B, do me. B,
Yes.
do just real quick. Just do a refresh.
Okay.
Come back in, and I want Guy. If you could tell some of these listeners that keep asking what's going on, they didn't see you explain the tequila bottle at the beginning. B, you'll just log out, log back in.
That'll work. You do that, and I'll log
right
out.
There, man. That's a producer right there. Tequila bottle. Oh, those are one. Then this is one of my favorite brands, tequila, Closet Azul. It's this is how it comes. When you buy it, it comes like this. It's a great bottle. I collect them because they're great art too. And before you drink, you have to ring the bell. You have to
That's the best part.
spank that ass.
God,
Yes.
How many feature films do you have to be in before they let you purchase that?
Man, you know what? They used to be really inexpensive. This used to be like $99 a bottle.
Yeah.
Right? And then the demand for 1942 Don Julio went up because that was always $150. Now that's like $175, $200 a bottle. And these went up to $150 a bottle now. So, yeah. And I have several of them that I when I'm done drinking, of course it costs more than that in the club.
Uh-huh.
But I have these are just three I have right here. But they're great. They're great pieces of art as well. So I don't throw them away. I like collecting, alcohol bottles that you can save later for decoration. If you go online, a lot of people make lamps out of these.
Oh.
Or
B would have a field day.
Vases. Yeah. And then
They
like
Chris,
the
is my
1942
connection
bottle.
better?
It's not. I don't know what's going on. It's very strange because you are hardwired, right? Is your Wi-Fi off?
It's her hair.
Oh no, my Wi-Fi isn't off.
Well, there you go.
Oh, because the thing says it's on both.
It's all good.
It's
Hey,
on Ethernet cable and the
that's
and
all
the
right.
Wi-Fi.
Hey,
You know, I just got this shit, Chris. I'm not working.
You know what? We're a show that shares with the listeners, and we fix it on the fly, baby. Spelled with a PH.
Right.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So I wish this was acting up in the beginning and shit. And then we could have this.
Well, it's a good
I don't like this happening.
It's cool. So here's what you do. You log out and log back in one more time. Guy and I are going to take some questions from the audience, and yours is going to keep rocking.
Let's do it.
That's right.
Let me get off turn the Wi-Fi shit off and then get back. Look,
Guy, I got to know.
Bye.
Hello. Goodbye. Guy, you went to LA when you were younger, and you kind of started kicking it as far as stand up goes. So you and B didn't exactly grow up doing stand up together in St. Louis, to my knowledge.
No.
Maybe you did a few shows.
No, I didn't start stand up until I got to LA. So I didn't start stand up in St. Louis.
Yeah. Okay. Now that makes sense. So when did you come across B? Was it just out and about?
It was out and about. I mean, you know, my mom and our families were close and friends like that. And she told my mom she wanted to do stand up, and my mom gave her my number, and you know, the rest was history. And B-Phlat is a force to be reckoned with, man. She's been ripping stages like all over the country. She used to come to Fat Tuesdays and rip the stage, and I brought Fat Tuesdays to St. Louis for a show. She ripped the stage. So she's been funny a long time, and a well-respected comedian, male or female, in the game.
Oh, absolutely. I love, too, you've got the Fat Tuesdays behind you, the era of hip-hop comedy. If you guys watch Two Funny Mamas, it's what Kym and Sherri have been talking about. Kym is featured in it. She's got some crazy overalls on from back in the day. But there's every single comic you could ever imagine. It's a wild thing, and I'm sure, let's wait till B gets back on. You can dive into it. But I've watched it. You should watch it. Amazon Prime. It's a great look into really a historical moment in stand-up comedy. At the biggest,
thank you.
Biggest venue ever, or the most important, one of the more important venues ever.
The documentary just made Time Magazine's top 5 new shows to watch.
It's incredible. I loved it. Yeah, and it's the blending of the stars, man. It's crazy. But again, we'll want.
That's
B to
Reggie
talk
Hudlin, man. St. Louis, another St. Louisan, man. Reggie Hudlin, great director. Yeah.
Chris, please tell me this is better.
It's not, but your audio is good, so it'll catch up to itself. So let's rock it out. So what's up on your what's up next in the segment? And you have a feature still.
I do have a feature, but I'm pissed that if it's a lag and it looks clear on the one corner, but I hope the people don't see it looking fucked up. Chris, they gonna start thinking it's your system. You know that, right? Because it's like the third time this happened.
You want to see this? Here, pop me up on the screen. Pop B up on the screen. Pop Guy up on the screen. We'll suss this out real quick.
It's funny because my
who could be having internet issues? I don't know.
I don't know why I'm there and not. I turned off the Wi-Fi. It's on the Ethernet cable, and I have like the.
But you're on your computer, right?
I'm on my computer.
So what'll
maybe your camera has cataract. Maybe your camera has cataract or glaucoma. The camera.
It needs to smoke more.
Maybe Mac. Wait a minute, but maybe Mac got an automatic fix for that. I'm sure there's some motherfucker in there scraping the lens as much as this computer costs.
You get to live in tech.
Right. If he got glaucoma, it's somebody in the camera going, be still.
B, it'll work itself out, and everybody's having a good time in the chat anyway. And you've got such a great feature, and let's rock it out.
It's about your voice anyway. It's not about your look. It's about your voice.
Thanks, Guy. We were all thinking it.
You know, the only person that can imitate me well is Sherri, and Kym, because we have that undertone. So that I think I was supposed to be a man maybe when I was born. My mother was gonna name me Tony. So you think I got like an extra chromosome or something that makes me have this deep voice and a mustache and a little beard and a chest hair?
Hair on your back.
Okay.
Yeah. No, just kidding. God, look, before we even get into you as a B-I-wire, I'm just claiming that for today on Flat Tuesdays. Jade was on the show. Jade Catapretta was on the show. on the show last week, and we didn't get to see her stuff. She propagates plants and just does all this amazing stuff with plants. And I really wanted her to speak with my Picassos about how to do different things and when to do them. So I said, from now on, when we get people on the show and doing shit, I'm putting their shit up first in case they have to go and we don't get to see it. So I was like, and I want you to be here to explain your stuff. So I was like, nope, from now on I have a feature and they showing dope shit. I want them up first, and then we can move into whoever my DIY is, because this is an added extra. So with that being said, do you want it to be up on the screen where you see us, or you want to just have it up by itself? It's your showcase,
yeah, I'll explain it. You just put the pictures and I'll explain it.
Okay, well, throw it up and you can put us on the one screen, Andy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay.
So this is an artwork you'll see later. This is a board making the frame. I guess it would be a mat. That is going on. What you call it? The canvas, basically. But it's not a canvas. It's wood. So this is step one. Let's move to the next one. This is drilling a border for it, because I wanted it to kind of like be 3D off the wall. So I kind of had to put these 2x2s on around it. Next, then I painted it. I have like concrete walls in my condo here in downtown Los Angeles, as you see behind me. So I kind of wanted the artwork to look like, concrete a little bit. So I chose that color to color the what I'm going to put the stuff on, the artwork on.
That's awesome.
This is the artwork. So been on the road for years. I'm a hoarder like my mom. I don't know why I kept all these hotel keys, but I have hundreds, thousands of hotel keys of the different hotels I've stayed in doing comedy dates or just doing events or just even on vacation. But I wanted to do something with these hotel keys. So I figured, I'm going to make some artwork out of it. Now, it looks like it's a table, but it's not. Those are just stools that I had to, put down so I can glue the hotel keys down. I had to I kind of had to see how it was going to look without all the other distractions around. So this is what it eventually was going to say. And then when you look at it all together, it says hotels when you look at it, and it's all the hotel keys. Not all, because I have enough to make like probably 3 more of these. But I have like hotels from Super Bowls I've been to, where the host hotel I've stayed with, gone to Super Bowls, and that's the hotel key from there. I have like training camp hotel keys, but also just all sorts of hotels that I've stayed in. That's one of these are the Derrick Hotel in Houston that I love. But a lot of hotels are Marriott properties and things like that. I got a couple from my Tom Joyner cruise stints, the key for your room. I use that. So a couple of those are Carnival Cruise and Royal Caribbean from the Tom Joyner Fantastic Voyage. Okay, next picture. And that's it mounted on the wall. So when you look at it, if you look at it, you can see hotels.
That's
and
great.
It's just kind of a creative way that I wanted to do to make use of these keys. I'm not finished. I actually want to put a frame around it. So that's where it is right now, and I want to complete it and put a frame around it. I want to make some other pieces. I have other hotel keys, so I want to try to find a new way to do that. I also have what I want to do is with laminates. When you go to a concert, and you have backstage passes and all that stuff. I got a bunch of those, and I want to make some artwork out of that as well. So there it is, hotel keys from around the world from the Guy Torry comedy experience.
I love that. Guy, that's what I never know what to do with those press passes and things like that you get in those laminates at the concerts and everything. That's perfect. That's fantastic.
Yeah. I have those. I have concert tickets, not just the lanyards, but the concert tickets. I have basically every Laker game I've been to, every Ram game I've been to, almost every sporting event I've gone to, Super Bowls, World Series, Stanley Cups, all that stuff. I have all those tickets, and I got to find a way to kind of make some artwork out of that as well.
You totally inspired me, because I have 2 canisters of every hotel key. And it's funny because that's my scrapbook stuff down there. All my stuff is there.
Right.
I haven't done anything with the keys. I did an STL thing with all of my airline ticket and stubs.
Oh, that's dope.
And The blue ones were from back, like when it was U.S. Airways, were like all in the middle for the STL, and then like all of the white parts were around it. But I closed my sliding doors that I made for $6 so that you can see this thing that I do. You see this on my back wall?
Oh, wow.
It says PH and then it says STL. If you look at it, I'll show you where the S and the L is. Let me step away from it. So if you look at it, it's actually a number 5. This is the S, and this is the T, and here's the L.
That's great.
I like that. That's pretty dope. And you know what it is?
Thank you. I played that a long time ago, and I was like, I want that in my office somewhere. So that was the inspiration for my office colors. But yeah, that's
when you do your own artwork, man, it's just something special about it. When you do it, it's a conversation piece. It's also you take more pride in it. And like whenever you decorate your home, wherever you live, it should be a piece of you. Every piece of furniture in there shouldn't be there just because you like it. Does it represent who you are? Does it represent you as a person? Does it represent you as in your career or jobs you had or hobbies that you like, the talent or the gifts that you have? So when I try to, and I get a lot of ideas from hotels. Being in, on the road all these years, I'm on the road 40 weeks a year for the last, 20, 25 years. So I get a lot of inspiration from hotels I go in. I'll steal an idea for that from that hotel, this hotel, that hotel. So I get my inspiration from a lot of that.
I do. I see a lot of dope paintings, and I'm like, oh, I can recreate that. Or I'm like, oh, I like those colors. I would have never thought. Because we do see a lot of. I've been in a lot of great hotels. Thank God for the last half career of my life. Half of my career.
The first half, you didn't want those keys.
First half.
Yeah. Hey, when I first started, there wasn't the card key. There was the regular steel key. And then they went to those. Then they went to those hard cards with the holes in it. Remember those hotel keys?
Yes.
Those are hard as hell. Yes. And now you can use your phone.
Right. I like that.
I
do like that.
But we're creatives. We're creators. We're artists. So art isn't just limited to stand-up. If you're creative, you are a creative. If you're an artist, you're an artist. And it could be more than just telling jokes or singing or visual art or performing art. We're creatives, period.
My point exactly, Chris. That's why I told you I'm only having people on this show that are creative all around. There's different facets to us. Like I said, we don't just do buffoonery.
It's actually really if you just look at it at the surface, you're like, oh, cool, little craft here. Look, are you kidding me? This guy's in movies. He just put a documentary out. You're doing comedy all the time. It's actually very impressive. It's really cool to see. So I'm sure everybody in the chat loves it too.
Well, let me go ahead and show my feature. I love Deborah because she's a dope G mom. She's dedicated to the children. She's at daycare for like 25 years now. And I just love everything. This is like her 3rd time on the show because she's always working on something, always building something. And I love that she's always sending me stuff. So don't feel like just because you submitted stuff one time, you can send stuff. Believe me, her and Tristan are on it. So with that being said, I want y'all to see this dope little mini daycare. Like it's for her daycare. It's like a mini pond that Deborah, shout out to Deborah P, built for her daycare center. So let's just take a look at these quick 5 photos. So she ordered this. It's like a 3D looking little mat off of Amazon. And that's how much it costs, $13.45. She specifically said she wanted me to make sure I let people know that. It took her 3 days to make this whole little thing. So go to the next. You see she bought the little bridge. Ain't that dope? That's her grandson walking on the bridge. Or one of the students or somebody. I don't know who it is. But obviously she wanted me to see in terms of the scale. The bridge.
How big it was,
Yeah, so the next photo shows how she started gathering things like moss and grass to make it more 3-dimensional. And she sealed it with an epoxy. So like nothing moves. So I think this is where like she's probably waiting for it to dry. And then let's see the next photo. I think this is where she's transported it out, obviously outside. That's like 1/2 of it. But I like the angle of it because you can see ducks on the pond. Like she glued all these things down. then like sealed it. I probably sprayed it with an epoxy so it never moves. And this is the last photo. I think this is so amazing.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's the little, isn't that cute? That is so
that's
creative.
so cool.
Cute. Very,
you know,
I don't
reminds
know
me
how
of
much straight for the bridge, but I think it's a wonderful. Obviously, it pays for itself. It's wonderful. I'm sure the kids enjoy it.
two
What does it
things.
remind you of?
Two things. One, it reminded me of when I was a kid in grade school, and we had to make the volcanoes, the little volcanoes,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you would make
Right.
the little area around the volcanoes of trees and shrubbery and moats and stuff like that. The other thing is, I wonder what kid is gonna be the first one to piss in that pool right there? What in that pond?
It's a fair question. It's a fair question.
That's a good question.
Or what adult is gonna get drunk and piss in that damn pond? Like,
Piss in the pot.
Mm-hmm. Kick the little duckling. Yeah.
Right. Piss on the
Mm-hmm.
duck.
Chris,
That would be
do
me.
we have any
Don't
comments?
invite me over because I get drunk. I'm pissing in that pond.
It's
You
gonna be
pissing in that
that
I
pond's gonna
wanna
be
know
full
why
of
you
tequila
back there
piss.
You
Yes.
should be back there in the daycare to be pissing in that pond. See, that's how you stumble up over the fence, drinking that right there. That'll have you
Hit the
in that
bell.
pond and
Hit
fall
the
into
bell.
a playground.
Yes, we have comments. Mawasita Young is laughing. Launer's laughing. Zavnaz guy is a fool. Yoli's saying, wow. Nikki's laughing. Claire says, that's a good one, guy. Angela says, that pond is so cute. Launer says, so cute. Marla's loving the pond as well. And a lot of people, I don't need to scroll all the way back, but just
I want to piss in that pond.
Guy has an initiative now.
That's probably listening.
So Lakeisha's saying, hey, definitely going to be some pee in there, says Lakeisha. Lauren's laughing. And also earlier, when you were showing the hotel cards and everything, everybody was very impressed with that. So just wanted to throw that out.
Oh, cool. I went to visit a performing arts high school in St. Louis, and my older brother Ramon did a lot of art. He drew. I wasn't nowhere near as good as him, but I just always like art. I always like doing certain stuff, man. So I like being creative, and I like things in my place that represent who I am. So when you walk in my place, I don't have my movie posters and stuff up. Some people have movie. That's for the office. But if you look at some of the artwork that I have in here, you can tell, oh, okay, he's in entertainment. Okay, he does stand up. Oh, he like movies or whatever. So that's, it doesn't look like your typical, yeah. And that's how and that's why, being on the road is great. But man, when I come home, I love coming home, right? I never got homesick when I went to college. I didn't get homesick until I bought a home. Because your home is your safe haven. That's your sanctuary. That's your euphoria. So your home should be that place. And unless you got somebody you don't like living with.
But I don't like to go home. I'm like, I can't even relate to no shit. Like, I love to be at home. You can't even get me up out of here.
Me too.
Nell said
I
all
love
the time, she's like,
home.
get your ass out that basement. I'm like, I love this basement.
Right.
I'm here. This is my space. But I
I'm
love
gonna build me. My next project is gonna be a pond. I'm gonna build me a pond somewhere in my condo.
Now, what are you gonna do with that pond?
You know what he gonna do with it.
Hey, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it a pond like we did in the neighborhood swimming pools, but you got Snickers candy bars floating in them, but they weren't Snickers candy bars though.
Up in Whoa. Did you used to do it with Whoa? I know you did. That's why my daddy ain't let us swim up there.
I didn't, but I saw a bunch of Milky Ways floating in there, and there was no karma in the door.
Oh, Chris. Oh, I'm ready to warm it up.
Are you dancing? Guy.
I'm ready to warm it up. Shout out to Brenda, Christina, Erlene, Helen, Cheryl. Oh, Tiffany. Oh, everybody on the cash.
People are making the chat app dance happen. Chat app. Cash app dance happen. Guy, if people send money in, if people send $1, B will holler. She makes it happen.
Oh, look, Jade had the flash rag song. Flash rags.
Oh, we got to make that. B, don't let me go another week. We need to make a flash rag jingle we'll mix that in. I got a person to do that. Also, real quick.
Jade's coming back home, just so you know.
Felicia's laughing. Natalie's having a good time. Heather's having a good time. There was one I was looking for here, and of course I missed it. Oh, Taina, tell B I can't wait for her to flip my place next. You're going to Orlando to what's essentially now listen.
Oh, I love Orlando.
Knowing B, you've made friends with this person by speaking to them for 4 hours, phone conversations 3 times a week over the last 2 months. She's Thai now. She's Thai. She's not Taina. Yes. She's Thai now. Okay, there's familiarity. Got it.
Is that a crisis hotline?
It started as a fan, and now they're best friends.
She sent me her picture. She asked me to help her with her projects.
It's exciting.
She's on point. I wake up in the morning, I'll be like, oh shit, she just be zelling me all over the place and shit. I'd be like, I wish all my other consultants were like that. I'd be like, when your ass gonna pay the bill? Quit calling me. No, I'm just saying, I don't say that. I'd be wanting to say that.
All right.
We're thinking it though.
She's on point, and she's very organized and very active, and what she's trying to do. And actually, she's really trying to learn a lot of stuff. So it's great having consultation.
Real quick, one more. This is what I forgot. Sickened Ahead has been listening to Tighten Up Tuesdays since the beginning, listens to Two Funny Mamas with Sherri and Kym since the beginning. I'm sorry, the NAACP Image Award winning Two Funny Mamas since the beginning. Shout out to Sickened Ahead, loyal listener. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh, and you know what?
Sickened Ahead.
Because today is my assistant's birthday. Shout out to Daphne. And I just wanted to
Happy birthday, Daphne.
Writer, make sure you throw her information up for me, please, because she wrote my treatment, like she put it together for my pitch. Chris, did you read it yet?
Guys, tell me about Fat Tuesday. Let's talk about
it. Anyway, she's a dope writer, and you know how hard it is to write a pitch. Now she's working on the deck, so she's dope. And I'm just letting people know, if you need her for any resumes or anything like that, definitely hit her up. She does writing for travel magazines, and she is amazing for a newspaper. So hit her up if you need some amazing. She's just great with a way of words. So I'm loving her.
Isn't it wild how you can...
Happy birthday! So I had to give her a shout out.
All right, B. What do we have a feature? What do we have going?
Yes, we do, and I know she's ready to get on here. Chris, I'm excited. Are you done with comments? Because I would love to introduce Miss Mary.
I'm very much done. It's Mary's time to shine.
Well, it's Mary's time to shine, ladies and gentlemen, Picassos all over the world. I would love to introduce to you this lady that's going to jump up on the screen, Miss Mary Brooks Bibbins, and she's going to talk to us about all of her mixed art medium. Hey, Mary, how are you?
Hi. How you doing, guys? I love your
hats. How you doing, Miss Mary?
I've always loved your hats.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for hanging with us behind the scenes this long. Thank you.
Yeah, you look nice in hats.
Thank you very much. That means that my barber didn't show up is when I have on hats. My barber who's from Philly, actually, but he's a great barber.
Nice.
So, Miss Brooks Bibbins, or what would you like to call? Would you like us to call you Mary ZZ, like we got Chris?
You call me Mary.
Mary. I like
Mary.
My mama used to call me May Jean. She was from Alabama. She said May Jean.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's why that's your
You
email.
know how they put two names? They put the first and the second name and the middle name together, make one.
Yeah.
I know. I'm Beverly Diane. You know, I'm Beverly. I'm from St. Louis, so no one calls me Beverly. They call me Beverly.
I call her Beverly, and I get yelled at. Not my government.
My family members call me Beverly. They be like, "What's up, Beverly?" I'm like, "My name is Beverly, not Beverly. Beverly Diane." Anyway, Miss Mary, it is your time to shine. I would like for you to talk to the people. Tell them a little bit about yourself, where you are, and what it is that you do while you're with us tonight.
Okay, my name is Mary Brooks Bibbins, and I live in Virginia, Portsmouth, Virginia.
Sportsman.
And I have two sons. I have one that's 38. He's a sergeant, Chesapeake Police Department. And I have a son that's 21, D'Angelo, and he was in school to become for mechanical engineering, but he's now undecided.
Okay.
And I worked in the field mental health for over 20 years, and then I also worked with Holy Cross Children's Service, youth that was wards of the state, young men that was in gangs in Detroit and Michigan. In gangs and committed different crimes and was waiting to sometimes go to jail, and sometimes they were able to work their way out of the program. But right now I work for myself. I actually have my own shop, and I sell my artwork. I actually do a lot of art shows. So now, I'm at that age. I'm 59, turning 60 in May. So I'm
working for you ain't 59. You
59?
I've had enough of this. I'm 37, looking a hard 45. Yeah.
Yeah, 45.
Yeah, 53.
I would say 59. You look 59. She look 37.
Yeah, Guy. I'm not arguing with you, Guy. That's a good point.
But you know what, Mary, you're in the right place. You've dealt with mental health, so you're on the right show right now.
I love it.
Hey, and shout out to D'Angelo, who gets MVP for phone setup pre-show. Great job, D'Angelo.
He was on it. He was doing the lighting and everything.
There you go. Well, you look great, so he did a great job.
Thank you. I'm excited. I've never missed the show. From Two Funny Mamas to the first time they introduced B-Phlat, and I've been hooked on B-Phlat ever since.
Oh, thank you so much.
She's amazing.
So entertaining and educating, and she also educates you at the same time. So I love it.
Thank you.
Love it.
Well, would you like to let us disappear and let the people see your work, or it's your show?
Yes.
We're gonna let you
because guess
over.
what? The phone.
Yes.
I notice on the phone it says low battery. So yes, I'm ready to introduce my work.
D'Angelo, get the charger. D'Angelo, get the charger.
Oh, look at that.
D.
That's nice.
Welcome to the show.
That's dope right there.
Well, she calling D'Angelo to come get this phone, so
that's all right.
I'm calling him so he can hook it up right quick because all I can see is low battery.
Hey, that's okay.
Well,
here, pop up. Pop this off
D'Angelo
real
in the
quick.
studio make
Okay, it's good. He pushed the button, low battery mode, so we're good.
So what do we have here, Mary?
Okay,
paper flowers. Those are paper flowers. I use different. I use like those adult coloring books, the black and white flowers. Actually, I just tear out the page and I make the different paper flowers. Sometimes I got a lot of paper. So I use different colors, and I use different types of paper. And I use a lot of different types of papers, designer paper. So and I made the black ones. A young lady, she's well known on TikTok. I forgot her name, but she wanted all black flowers. So I made her a dozen of black flowers. Yes. So
Mary, I got a feeling that your adult books and my adult books are totally two different type of adult books.
Totally different. Totally different, Torry. Totally different. Yes, and also
that's nice.
Those are paper flowers. Yes, and the vase, and I painted the vase, and actually they're different. And the one of the flowers, I think it's made out of some type of construction paper that you use for when people are decorating your home, and the different type of construction paper that show you the different colors to paint on the wall, and that's the paper that I use to make those paper flowers.
And are those like
papers?
And those yellow paper flowers was made out of some designer papers. Actually, I buy a lot of my papers from the thrift store because a lot of different, like Michael's and different stores, art supply stores donate to the thrift store. So I paid like $1 for a new pack of those, the paper that I use to make those paper flowers. And then I bought the beads from the dollar store. Then I added the beads. Yes, and I made the flower arrangement. Actually, I decorated the vase with the rope around it. A lot of times I might paint and spray my vase. Yes, that's a really nice.
Now, do you paint the paper, or you buy the paper already that color?
I buy the paper that color, but I add different types of paint to it to give it a shine. Maybe I put glitter on it to get, or some maybe a color to, bring some type of gloss to it. Yeah, you can. I mean, you can do pretty much whatever you want to your, to your flowers, your roses, or, and help to, make them different. I try to make them different each time, So yes. Oh yeah, and and I used the paper from scrapbooking. I've used two different types of scrapbook paper. And I took the color and I kind of mixed the color in. Yes. And I, and placed it in a vase. Actually, that was the first paper flowers I made. And I made a whole series of them. My sister in Michigan bought them all. She purchased all the flowers.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Mary, could you have done something with could you have done something with the bag of Fritos in the background? Like, could you have made some Frito flowers?
I didn't see that.
Come on, guy. Come on.
You know something, Joe? You know something? I would have took a Frito bag and made some flowers. You're right.
I would like to see that. I think that would be dope, actually.
I don't mess around. You give me.
Put a little dip in the middle.
Newspaper, I'll make some flowers. I'll make some flowers out of some toilet paper.
I'm hungry now.
I'm really creative.
Mary, you had to expect some.
That flower looked like a girl I used to date back in the day. But move on to the next one.
Oh.
And
that's a wicker basket. I purchased a wicker basket for $1. Then I took my ribbon and I placed it, and I hot glued the ribbon and made a bow and hot glued it around the basket. And so some of my purses that I don't use, I cut the inseam, the material inside the purse, because they already have the zip pocket and they're already actually, put together. So you don't have to sew the liner. So when I took the liner and glued it inside of the basket, and actually it's sold at an art show. So a lady,
what that could also be?
It at an art show. Excuse me?
That could also be, if it was big enough. You know what that could also be? Is it big enough? It's like a bassinet for a newborn. If you put cushion, in it, and then put that
cushion at the bottom,
cover it, that'd be a nice bassinet for a newborn.
And decorate it on the outside. You're right.
Yep.
Because it's a nice size wicker basket.
That is really cute.
So
like a Kevin Hart baby or something.
What are you using for, since you put the lining in it? Like, I see where the little zipper pocket. So what would people keep little jewelry, trinkets?
Probably you can keep your hair supplies in it. You actually it can be gifted to someone, and you can place different items in it, and present it as a gift basket. You can put pretty much your art supplies in it. Yeah,
I like how you take the purse lining out.
Your toiletries.
Right. Socks.
Really creative.
Right.
Yeah.
And actually, this is a bracelet I made out of paper also. And I mean, if you saw and you touched the bracelet, you think it's actually made out of some type of ceramic. But I made it out of paper. I was sitting up one day and I was watching some, you can on YouTube, and they're making a lot of the DIY people are always making different items out of different material. And all of a sudden, I think last year, a lot of people was doing the paper beads and the paper bracelet. So I decided to make my own. And I made 2 paper bracelets. Yes. And I
That's pretty
took the
dope.
beads from the dollar store. And this was my sister-in-law's dog from California. And the dog passed away around the holiday, and she
Oh
wanted
man.
me to paint a picture on a canvas bag of her dog. So she sent me a Xerox copy, and I painted the picture of the dog on the bag.
You painted that? That's really good.
Yes, I painted that.
That's very kind.
And then on the back of the bag, I
Wow.
put a big bow, and the dog was named Josette.
Oh man, that's really dope.
Nice.
Thank you. And also, this is a vintage purse. And I picked up this vintage purse and I painted the flowers on it. And I use acrylic paint. And I use beads that I purchased at the dollar store. And then I also took the different letters, like the stick-on letters. And I think on there said something about God, you know. And it was like I was having that moment. I was feeling happy about something and rejoicing, and I picked up this bag and started painting on it.
You know what?
Yes.
That you know, if I was in the purses, I would carry. I
Yes.
need God to fix me, and I love Him. If I was a Teletubby or Magic Johnson's son or in the I would carry that purse. No,
You would carry
no
that.
knock on Magic Johnson's son. That's my man, But yeah.
Nice man.
Yes, because you know we have those moments. You want God to fix you, know.
I need to be
We all
fixed.
have
I'm
those
so
moments.
broken right now, Mary. I'm broken. I'm in a lot of pieces right now. So
He broken and I'm
I may
broke.
rock that purse.
I don't know.
Well,
You're so
both
creative. I think you can put yourself back together, young man. You're so
I'm trying.
creative.
I'm working on
You
it.
can put yourself
I'm working
back
on it.
together.
Thank you.
Guy Torry gets an intervention. I love it.
I'm Humpty Dumpty right now. I'm Humpty Dumpty. I done fell off the wall. I'm all in pieces.
Yeah, you're such a smart young man. I believe you could put yourself back together.
I appreciate that, Mary.
I was listening.
I appreciate
to
your
a
art.
big smile on my face. I said, "This is a smart young man right here."
Oh, thank you. You made my day with that. I appreciate you. This next piece.
Yes, you are. And this is also a canvas bag. A canvas bag I painted. I like mermaids, so I painted 2 mermaids.
Okay.
And a lady purchased. I think she lived in Miami. She purchased that off one of my sites. Yes, of 2 mermaids.
Yep, they got a lot of
It's
mermaids
something
in
that I
Miami.
just
I ain't
made
gonna
up.
lie.
You know, I was sitting down and I made it up. You know,
That's
so
cute.
it's an
I like it.
original piece.
You're really good.
Great.
Really good artist.
And also, this was a painting that I did, and it was called "Beautiful Mind." You know, a lot of times when people have a beautiful mind, you can't see it from the outside. So the flower expressed the beauty of the inner person. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So yes,
Nice.
that's what
dope
it's called,
too.
"Beautiful Mind."
That's dope. That's on a bag.
No, and that's
Yeah.
actually on a That's
I was
actually
gonna
on
say,
a canvas.
okay, yeah.
That
So
was
that'd be
actually
dope
on
as
a canvas
both on a
paint.
bag and a
I
canvas.
used puffy paint. Yes,
That's
and
pretty
acrylic
dope.
paint.
I like that.
And this one was a young lady's purchase. This also at an art show. And it was because, you know, sisters are so flavorful, and they're with the different colors and the different color hair. And I like, you know, I have natural hair, so I like the natural hair look also. So the pink afro was something that just reminded me of the sisters expressing their, you know, expressing themselves, you know, in
I
a
thought it was
colorful
Macy
way.
Gray.
Yeah, oh, Macy Gray. Oh, I love Macy Gray. I
Or
love
Erica
Macy Gray.
Are
I love
those
that
like
Macy.
3-dimensional beads on there? Like, what is that?
I use puffy paint. I use puffy
Okay.
paint for the beads. I actually had, it was a totally different painting, and I decided to change it up. I changed it up three times. The third time I changed it up, I kind of like, you know, being, you guys are creative people. So a lot of times you're going for one look and you end up doing something totally different. And so a young lady that had an afro, she had a big afro, a beautiful young lady, she purchased that painting from me.
That is nice.
Yes.
That's when you're in the moment. That's when you're in the moment and you just
That's
let the
when
creative
you're in
juices
the
flow.
moment. You're right, young man. I said you was a smart young man. That was just in the moment right there.
And as artists, that's what we got to be. We're in the moment and be being the great comedian that she is as well. Sometimes on stage, we have the set that we want to do, but when you're in the moment and you're creative, you throw your set away and you just play that moment, and that's when you're pure. That's when you're lined up, and you and your art and your craft are totally in sync.
But comedians are like artists.
Working together.
Comedians are like artists. They're painting a picture when you listen to them. They're telling a story.
Yes, ma'am.
It's almost like they're painting a picture, you know?
Yes.
And I can see the creativity. Well, you guys are like really creative. Thank you. Thank you.
You're great artwork.
Yes, amazing that you know what I like about the fact that you continuous, like this is what you do.
That's God's gift.
Yes, God's gift.
Yes, it's just amazing that this is what you do for a living, and that you can just do what you love. You're literally just sitting around and you're all doing exactly what you love and making money at it.
I'm on my last journey, and I decided on my last journey I'm going to do me, because you know, most women and mothers, we take care of everybody. So I decided on my last journey I want to do me. You know, and I just want to do me. You know,
that's the best thing.
I do me all the time.
Questions.
And see, that's a blessing. This young generation is different. They already know to do themselves, you know.
But you know what though? This young generation, they're very creative too. What they're doing on social media, I mean, they're amazing.
It is amazing, isn't it?
And what they do with these sketches and the amount of time that they do, their creativity is a whole nother level of creativity,
and I
embrace them.
And they're not afraid. They are not afraid, you know?
No.
They're fearless.
And they shouldn't be. And that's why I say we as adults, we lose that sense of creativity as we get older, because all we think about is our responsibility.
And
we say stuff to our kids like, we encourage them to be creative and to draw and do all that stuff. And then as soon as they graduate and they tell their parents they going to art school, they be like, no, the hell you ain't. You ain't get no job. You ain't gonna get a job going. So
you're right.
We overthink. And we get older.
We do.
And I'm glad we're in an age of technology.
We were taught to take care of everybody else. A lot of us was. I know my mom
black people
to take care of everybody else. You know.
Right.
So you kind of like look over yourself. You know.
Yeah, you know my daddy, we was taught to take care of ourselves and learn everything so you can get out. Because once we moved out, we come back. Wouldn't nobody come back home. Don't nobody live at home. And my
we were raised independent. We were raised independent, but we were also raised to pay it forward and give back and serve.
Yeah.
So that's where, you know, the whole Fat Tuesday come in. I was thinking about that the other day. It's like Fat Tuesday was a night that I created because there was a void. And as I think back, my dad used to always tell us, be proactive. Don't wait to be asked to do something. If you see something need done, go ahead and do it. If you see it hang on the ground, and if you hang on the ground and you know you didn't put it there, but you know it don't belong, pick it up. Don't wait for somebody to tell you to pick it up. And I didn't know at that young of age, Dad was planting seeds for where I am today, to create this night, to have a platform for Black comedians to showcase, like B-Phlat, like Nick Cannon, like Kevin Hart, like those comedians that came through Fat Tuesdays, and man. So if you parents out there, you don't think your kid may be listening, but when you plant those positive seeds, and the negative ones too, you don't want to plant those, but keep planting those seeds in your kids, and they're going to eventually turn out the way that you would be proud of them to turn out.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Exactly, no matter what they do. I went to
that was well stated.
So, and I didn't even practice art. I went into law, and now I'm a comedian. So you would have never thought, you know, from that transition.
Well, law is entertainment too.
What you say?
Law is entertainment too.
It is entertainment. That's why I'm not in that business, because it'll drive you to drink.
It don't fit. If it don't fit, it must have quit. And that was entertainment.
Well, Chris, did anyone have any questions they wanted to ask Barbara about her mediums or anything? I don't know if we got a chance to put her information up. I want to put her tag up.
You know, no one really said anything.
Okay, well,
I'm
Because
kidding.
there
You got
was a
about
main
there's about
comment.
100. There's about 100 comments. Hang on. Here we go.
yeah, you know, Chris talking shit. You heard him, Mary,
I
talking about ain't
know. I'm
nobody
like,
saying
come on.
that.
Oh, I heard it.
I gotta make the most of my time. I need the attention. How about this? Jamie's making fun of me. Said I didn't want to interrupt because grown folks were talking. Mary does Mary does amazing work from Helen. Helen loves or excuse me, Heather loves the pick it up quote that you gave there, Guy. That's so true. And you have to force yourself to do that. Chase says, Guy looks very young. Sick in the head saying hello to everybody celebrating a birthday as well. Alicia's here partying. I bet Miss Mary can fix some good potato salad and macaroni and cheese, says Lakeisha. Did we lose Miss Mary? Oh, her phone. We might have had a dead phone before she got her.
Oh, the phone died. Yeah.
Well, you know what? We had a good time.
Oh,
For her phone.
Oh,
don't get
my
my
God.
trumpet out and let me play taps.
Well-
I played tap. What did I play last time on the show, Chris?
I don't
You
know.
know.
Yeah, I don't know. So okay, so it's the three of us. We'll close it out. Mary, you all can connect with Mary through her Gmail if you want to inquire about any of those paintings. Seems like mayjean50 at gmail.com is the best way to do that. And knowing B, she's gonna be like, listen, Mary got cut off. We're gonna have to have her back on 3 more times for an hour and a half each to make it up for her, and she deserved it. She was great. Mary was fantastic. So
She was
show her
really
love.
good. That's a really good artwork.
She
I've
really
been having
did.
features. I have a good eye on stuff, and I'm glad that people
Yes,
are
you do.
submitting stuff. If I missed a couple phone calls today. I apologize, but I'm on
That's my
top
fault.
of it. Oh, she's back. She's back. You what? Look, it's funny because we brought you back to say goodbye.
Yeah, I was gonna. Hey,
Okay, great.
Mary,
We didn't want to just cut you off like that. We
Man,
didn't know
I'm
if your
sitting here
phone died or
talking to
not.
my son. I was like, I think I'm off, baby. I think I'm off.
No, we thought you froze. And
Looking
sometimes we
right
thought
at
your
myself.
phone died.
we thought all those compliments just froze you. You were so happy and so ecstatic. The compliments
loved
got
you.
to you. They did.
We loved you.
Mary, Mayjean50.
But I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys, and thank you, B. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary, for being on. I
That's
really
a
enjoyed
blessing.
talking
You're giving
to you.
an old girl a chance. You know.
Yeah,
To
oh,
Hey.
get out of here, that old crap.
Mary,
You know we like this. How long did we talk on the phone? About 2 hours.
Ooh, we talked a long time.
We had a good conversation, Chris.
oh, would have never guessed. Huh.
Yes.
Mary, real quick.
Yes.
If a great suggestion, and I agree with this because you've got so much great artwork. It is visually pleasing. It's very cool, and there's a market for it. Start an Instagram page. There you go. Have D'Angelo help you set it up.
I have one.
Oh,
I
you
have
do?
one. A young poet. He set up an Instagram page. I just have to post on it.
Okay.
What is it, Mary? What's your Instagram page?
Okay, let me look in the book. I wrote it down just in case.
See, there you go. That's how you know Mary 59.
I wrote it down just in
I was
case.
gonna give you 42,
Why-
Mary. Now I'm gonna give you 63 when you put the glasses on.
While she's looking at her,
You couldn't have done this when the camera went down? Come
So
on.
it's Mary's Creation 757. That's Mayjean 53.
What is it?
say it again.
Mary's Creation 757.
I don't like it. Let's get you a new one.
Is it
You got a better one.
Is it?
You know the
Is it creation with
757
an
is our, area code. I mean,
Yeah,
That's Hampton Roads, baby. That's a Hampton
there
Roads.
we
I
are.
love
Yeah,
that
Hampton Road. Yeah.
Virginia
All
Beach
right.
in the house.
But you're delivering all over the
Yeah.
country, so we're
Oh,
trying to make you
yes,
global.
yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Chris Deasy of St.
You
Louis.
should have Mary Jesus' mom. 7 no, I'm just joking.
The real Jesus' mom 757.
Right.
That-
Jesus'
you know,
mom
that's
is
a
from
compliment, right?
Virginia.
You know that's a compliment. That's a compliment. Thank you.
Mary, we got to
Well,
email
yeah.
you. We got to check out that Instagram. Be great find again.
Always.
Great.
I
And
always-
nice meeting
I
you guys.
always
It's
get
so
good
nice
fun.
meeting Guy Torry. I've always been a fan of his, you know?
Thank you. Well, I'm a
That
fan
is
of
a
yours
funny
now,
young
Mary.
man.
Great artwork.
Well,
Thank
now
you.
you can say you was in the same room with him.
Yes. I was in the same room with
Guy
Guy, can you ring? Guy, can you ring the bell for Mary? Can she get a bell ring
Ring the bell for
Yes,
Mary
can
so
I
we
get
can
a
let
bell?
Mary go.
for Mary?
All right,
Thank
Mary.
you. Thank
You
you.
out the ring.
Thanks,
The
Mary.
ring.
Thank
Up
you. It
next.
was nice. A nice meeting
Thank you so
guys.
much. I totally enjoyed you. Stay blessed, and I'm loving that you're a Picasso. Please stay faithful.
Yes, yes, and
Stay
I'm not gonna, and I will not miss a show.
And neither will I, Lord willing. Thank
And
you.
I'll make sure I watch Guy's special. Yes.
Yes,
Please
documentary
do that.
Fat Tuesdays, the era of hip hop comedy on Prime Video. It's a 3-part series. It's gonna make you laugh. It's gonna make you cry. It's gonna make you be inspired. It's a great piece of history for Black comedians, Black entertainers. And I please hit me up on my Instagram. Let me know what you think about it. It's at Guy Torry, GUYTORRY. Thank you so much for having me on Tighten Up Tuesdays,
Oh.
on Fat Tuesdays. Talking about Fat Tuesdays, there's also Taco Tuesdays. With
Taco
Fat
Ball
Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
There's a lot of Tuesdays going on right now. I love y'all.
It sure
Thank
is.
you. Love you, B.
Okay.
God, I am so glad that you've been here with us for a minute. I'm
Did
glad
we
he's-
lose Guy?
Yeah, he had to
did
roll
you?
out.
No, he's still here. He's still here.
Is he still?
You still here?
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you said you
Guy, we got.
had to roll out.
Well, I mean, I do, but
Yeah.
I wanted to say goodbye and thank you for having me, and also just make sure people can watch, go watch the documentary, Amazon Prime,
At Guy Torry on
Well, I
Instagram.
Thank you for being on
and
as long
support
as
Mary
you have.
Jean too. Support Mary Jean too. Support her art.
Thank you, love. I appreciate you.
Love y'all.
Thank
Guy
you so
Torry,
much
everybody.
for
Let's get you on.
everything.
Let's get you on Two
know
Funny
you
Mamas
deserve.
soon, if it ever works out with
Oh
their
no,
schedules.
yeah, they're my
It's-
homies right there too.
Oh man.
They're
All
my
right.
other homies.
Thanks,
All
Guy.
right, y'all.
All right, love you.
All right, Guy Torry. Be sure to follow him at Guy Torry on Instagram. B,
Yes,
what a show!
Chris. It's been an amazing show. I'm glad that he was able to be with us that long. So you just never know who's gonna swing through on the show where we flip shit and do it fly. And guess
do.
what that's, Chris? Guess what else? We have a
What do you got?
surprise.
Mm.
Oh, ooh, Gabrielle, Vicky, Jamie, Deborah, Tamisha. Oh, to Michael. Oh, I'm so sorry. I said her name wrong. Kathy. Ooh.
Look at B go.
They faithful. Every week they hit me.
They really
They
are.
love it. They're just like, this is just for you because we love what you're doing. Put it towards Tighten Up Tuesday, wherever you want to go. They like, we know you got the computer. We don't care. We love you, girl. So thank you, ladies.
She's still going. Claire's loving the show. UBU for you creation saying great show. We still have a couple minutes left. What do we need to knock out before you get out of here?
Well, you know I'm knocking out my irks and works
Mm.
really quick. And I just want to before I do that, I'm letting people know our next week's feature is Tristan Jackson. Tristan was our cornhole board.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
And she's actually going to come on live and do tool demonstrations. She's going to do like the top 10 tools that you should have and how to use them. And she's going to compare them to her power tools. Like she has I don't know if you saw the pictures that are in the drive. She has like an amazing work area, just for like
It's awesome.
all the shit that I wish I had. So she's going to come on and talk about things and people can ask her questions. And I'm giving a shout out to I think her name is Million. She asked me to do a segment like that. She's like, I loved when you showed that, but we really didn't get to see like how to actually use them.
Yeah.
Remember I showed like the, inexpensive ones are pretty simple. So that's what Tristan's doing next week. So moving on, our irks and work comes from me today. And I just figured it out today that I'm irked by shit that rattles on the refrigerator door when you open it. I can't stand that.
Sure.
So like,
sure.
then this will take something off the door and put it on the shelf. And then when you open the door, all the shit be like, I can't stand that. So As soon as I open it and I hear it, I start. The work is to move things around and place things in that spot so that things won't fall off. Because a lot of times that's when the ketchup plops out,
Right.
or things fall off. So
Yeah,
I don't like
hit your
that.
toes.
It hurts
Yeah.
the hell out of me. Yeah, so I move things around immediately to fill that space or put whatever was missing back, and then tuck something so stuff don't rattle. I don't want to hear the noise. So that was my irk.
Irked and worked. Figured it out.
My irk. So, other than that, Chris, if we didn't have any in the comments, we can do the Chris Deasy.
Oh boy, Ask Chris Deasy. You get the questions in. B dances. It's a big segment. I'm excited to do it. Drop your questions into the chat. We already had one submitted pre-show that I have to go back to my Instagram for, and we can rock it out. Oh, there it is. Bob your head a little. Have a good time. Andy and Key doing a great job back in the control room. Look at B. Turn the bass up. I can't hear the bass. Turn the bass up. Okay, got it. There we are. Chris Deasy asked me, what do you have in the chat? I'm going to start with one that I got sent at the beginning of the show that I noticed. This is from someone. Christina. Ask Chris Deasy, did you grow up with a bag of bags in your house, and how do you keep bags now? Yeah. That's what you do. Either that or like a drawer full of them. And I've carried on the tradition. You just have they make bag holders, There's like a whole tube. Yeah, I have one of those. So there you go.
IKEA, $2.
Oh yeah.
Mounted it right beside my cabinet, and I stuff all my bags in there.
Do you ever put the Schnucks bag over the dollar store bag or anything if you're ever doing that?
No, I don't do that. I ain't one of them that, at first of all, I rarely take things back, but if I have to, I'd never be like, oh, let me find the original bag. I've taken stuff back to Walmart in a real bag and whatever I can find. So I don't do that.
Sorry, I didn't even realize this. I jumped ahead of you. You always lead off with the Ask Chris Deasy. My mistake. I apologize.
Oh, ain't no, Chris. Like they say, no foul, no harm, or no. What's that saying?
I think that's it. No foul, no harm. Just rolls off the tongue. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul.
I think that's it. No harm, no foul.
Might be.
Well, here's my question, Chris. Did your parents ever put music on and dance around the house? And if so, when?
Oh, man. Yeah, we'd always listen to music, but yeah, it would be more just dance around. We had times whenever we were my brother's 3 years younger than me. I would say when I was under 9, from the time, always jumping around the house. There's some video of me dancing around with music and stuff. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about your parents. Was your parents dancing together, or was your mom wanting to get up on Saturday and throw some music on and y'all start cleaning up?
Not until she suspected we were coming home hungover. Then it was the loudest music you'd ever heard, and that part of the living room needed vacuumed that morning at that exact time.
That wasn't a joyful moment.
No. No, there were, but I don't have every Tuesday, first time of the. Yeah, we would dance and have people over and stuff like that, but it was fun. Yeah, good memories for sure.
It's great that kids see their parents dance and have fun.
That's a really good point.
They used to do it all the time, act the fool, and fall out in the living room, and we would just imitate them, but pretty joyful.
No, that's wonderful. We do have a couple questions here.
Okay.
What do we have? What
digital? I got how they hold them down story.
Oh, we'll just ask a couple of these and we'll get moving.
That'll work.
Chris, what happened to the Superman curl? That's from Yancey. I mean, I guess I got my haircut. It's still curled, and
it looked like you kind of pushed it to the side. It's hanging down, but it ain't really curled right there on the.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could work a little harder on that, huh?
Chris, don't come back on this show with that Superman curl. You say that for two funny mamas. So no more
where I'm not on camera much. Perfect.
Kym like the Superman curl.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. I'm trying to see one more. Christopher, have you properly learned how to grease a scalp? Okay.
Oh, see, you read that for yourself. You love hearing about them grease scalp questions.
It's too
I greased
funny.
my scalp today. I ain't gonna lie. I
Did your
did.
grandma send you to the store for her cigarettes? My grandma didn't smoke. Although I do
Did you ever
remember.
have to go to the store to get cigarettes for anyone as a kid?
Not really. No.
Oh, shit, I did.
No, it wasn't a thing. I remember
All the time.
the first time I realized, like we would ride our bikes to like a gas station that was a few miles away. You know, something you do when you're like 9, 10. I don't think people do it anymore. But I do remember the first time I saw another kid my age steal a pack of cigarettes, and I was scared. I thought we were all going to prison. I was, I was so scared. I was like, it is not good for us. And I wasn't even with the guy.
Like a grown ass woman, you hear my voice. They used to think I was a midget. And I'd be like, give me a pack of Cools.
Oh my gosh. And
a
they
pack
would
of
do it.
Marlboros. My uncle smoked the
Hilarious.
Marlboro. Yeah, and they just be looking at me like, is that a grown woman? Or is that a kid with this voice? So
They
that's
were
why
confused. All
Yes.
right. Yeah.
So with that being said, I love this show and I love this segment. Holly, hold them down because we get some funny stories, Chris. So let me put my glasses on to read this, submitted by Vivian Pleasant. Shout out to Picasso Vivian. So this story is called Road Fill. Again, Road Fill. Get your road fill. Every year, my family, 6 children, 2 adults, we would go to Texas from California for our annual family reunion. My parents would load us up in the car. One year, we even rode in the milk truck. They would load a box of canned vegetables and barbecue sauce and utensils. My stepfather would run over a rabbit, and we would pull over to the roadside barbecue, skin the rabbit, drain the blood, and eat it with the veggies. To this day, my children gasp at the fact that we ate roadkill. I'm sad that her daddy was probably swerving off the road on purpose when he saw a rabbit.
Right.
Almost about
Man.
to try to kill a rabbit so they could eat.
Mm-mm-mm.
I didn't like eating rabbit when I was coming up. I hated the process. This is disgusting. Have you ever seen it when they be pulling the skin down and the meat is
Yeah. They have, there's a thing called rabbit fever you can get too. Not a good thing.
Oh,
It can kill you.
I never liked it as a kid. They be talking about it tastes like chicken. I'm like, no, the hell it don't. It tastes like a rabbit that was running around outside. I can taste the damn footprints.
Jamie says, Chris, what do you, well, this segment's over, but I'll read it because I think you'll laugh. Jamie says, Chris, what do you smell like after it rains?
Is that Jamie from Richmond? Is that my girl Jamie Jones? Jamie's a mess.
Rude.
Hey, Jamie, a hot ass mess.
I know some guys. I'm trying to think of that. How they hold it down was amazing, by the way. This was more stupidity as teenagers. I know some guys that killed a pig and like dressed it like you would a deer and brought it to like a party where there was a fire and like grilled up the pig. Yeah.
See, that's what happens when you live in the country.
You got nothing to do and you're a teenager and access to guns. Yeah.
I know I lived in the country. I did dumb shit.
I didn't do that, by the way. Yeah.
But I can see that happening, like cow tipping.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Picassos and friends, families, and foes, we're coming to a close. But before we do, I like to throw up some flyers. And it doesn't even matter what order they go in. I just want people to see. I have it's Women's History Month, so I'm working like a slave. Actually, this is a show that I'm doing at the Gaylord Hotel Convention.
That's March
Center.
12th.
Yeah, that's actually next weekend.
Nice, in Maryland.
Next Saturday, yes, in Maryland. And then next Sunday, the next one is March 13th in Trenton. I love the spot. It's such a cute spot right on the riverfront.
Oh, your friend Janet.
Yes, me and Janet and Pretty Ricky, and Aisha. It's gonna be, I haven't met the other young ladies, but I'm hosting the show and it's gonna be so dope. And we're gonna have fun. You see, it's just all these women during Women's History Month. So my next flyer, all women. It's only me. All 3 of me with my crazy ass. And that's here in Philadelphia. So I'm doing that Sunday brunch.
Oh, nice.
Tour. Yeah. So it's kind of like the show I just did in Delaware. It was just me. And it was fun. And I can hold it down, Chris. I hold shit down. I can do 2 hours. If I do a 2-hour one-woman show, I can easily do an hour brunch.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Mix it in too. Make fun of the waffles. You're in.
All of that. And then I have this all-female show. Oh, I didn't put that one up for the March. I forgot I wanted to show this because Guy is on the show. This is the show that I booked that's here in Philadelphia.
You booked this?
Yes. That's what I told you was stressing me out.
You trying to kill somebody with this lineup? Oh, my God.
It's gonna be a really nice show. And people are like, why you ain't put yourself on the show? I don't need to be on the show. My stamp is on the show. I'm running this show. So they hired me to book this show and run it. So I got my team on it. Daphne's helping me and my other girl, Bobita.
Boy, did you.
And making sure the green room and just making sure my people paid. Because I called all of them and was like, yo, I need y'all to do a show for me. So
that's incredible.
I book shows.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's a hell of a show.
I'm coming home from St. Louis a day early so I can be here for the show that I booked.
Nice. Okay.
I just sent the drop for it today. It's funny. And I just sent it to the radio station.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
One to send his drop. And Tommy can't do his until Wednesday, according to his wife. And I'm still waiting on Rodney. And Pretty Ricky. So, and Skeet. But yeah, we got to get him done because the radio commercials are running already.
Man, that thing's going to sell out. That's a killer.
It better. It's a 3,500 seater, and I'm counting on it to sell out. It's a lot of work for me to pull that together. But
wow. I didn't realize that. That's a big show.
It's a big show. Yes, here. Look, Boys to Men was just at the Met Theater last weekend. So they always have big shows. And I was there like 2 weeks ago. It's funny. I have their folder down here on the floor. Those two promoters. We had to meet at I went down to see the theater in the green room. I like to see everything. When I'm working on the project, I need to know how my people are going to be accommodated and stuff. So that's why they were like, can you help us? I was like, I'm going to do more than help y'all ass. I'm going to be here. Because first thing, I want my people paid when they walk in the door. Because ain't nobody hit the stage until everybody's paid. Won't be no show.
Is that how you run it?
Yes, that's how I roll. And it's in the contract. Chris, don't let me pull it.
No. Keep your contract.
Okay, I'm about to say, I'll pull it right out because I don't roll like that. This is too much money to be dealing with. Too many big names. Ain't nobody waiting around and be counting up tickets and shit and be like, I got what you got. No, I don't roll like that. That's why they pay me to do what I'm doing. So if I ain't on the road, people wonder what I'm doing down here in this dungeon every day. If I'm not doing Tighten Up, that's what I'm doing. If I'm not posting, I'm down here working. I work 9 to 5. Booking shows and just pulling things together and
killing it,
doing whatever, Chris. So there
I love it.
Thank you.
B, great show, great job by Guy and by Mary. Support them both. We're back next week, same time, and that's 8:00 Central.
That channel.
That's right. New feature and hopefully another amazing co-host. You're gonna. I'm pushing for B to keep these co-hosts rolling. This is awesome. This is a lot of fun.
I'm doing the best I can because people are super busy. And like you heard what Guy said, he pushed Earthquake back. And then he had an Ebony interview. And he was like, B, I'm going to jump off of my Ebony interview and then I'm going to get back on. And then he rescheduled it because he was on a different time zone. He was like, oh, it was the wrong time. But I was like, good. But he was just so communicative. All day long, he was like, I have a problem, but I'm going to work it out. So
you love that, and unfortunately, when you get to a certain place, not everybody will act like that. But
I know that
Guy does.
Me. That's why I was like, he's so dope. And I know he's busy, and I'm not trying to bother him. So I hope to get people on like him that can commit.
Oh, we can. If that's what you want to do between you and I, this thing will stay booked. B, get your flash rags, buyjack.com/B-Phlat. Make those happen. Keep them busy. 10 feet behind me. That's right.
Keep sending photos because as you can see, I started posting them, Chris. I post your mom's.
I saw that. I didn't know how I felt about that. I was like,
What? She's a Picasso.
She is. Frugalflip@gmail.com to get all that info to B. Add her on Instagram, all that fun. B, great show. We're back next week. See you then.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. Make sure you share, like, follow, whatever you got to do. Because
tell everybody about it. We're going to keep growing. 2 Funny Mamas, Thursday, 2 p.m. Central. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
See you later.